Hey everybody, it's Nicole from Cause We Love to Scrap, and today I am going to be using some goodies from Craft Consortium to make a Christmas layout. Now I am going to be using these two pictures, documenting these two pictures of my Christmas tree, and I just love my Christmas tree, how it lights up, and it has all of these ornaments that we've gotten throughout the years, and it just makes me happy. So what I'm going to be using is this frosted wood paper, and I'm going to be using one of these as the background of my layout. So you can see there's all kinds of frosted wood in here. I really like this one. I like the idea of doing a white one with some mixed media, but I don't think that I'm gonna do that. I think that I'm gonna do one of those ones that, I like this one too, that I think the first one that I said that I liked. Yep, I think I'm going to do the first one that I said that I liked, which was, which one was it? Yeah, I think it was this one. So I'm just gonna pull that out. So this is gonna be my background. And then I'm also going to be using this paper here. It is Ink Drops Festive, and it really looks like alcohol ink that is just blended into a beautiful mass of color. This one has green and pink and red, and the reds just get darker and darker. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use those to back this cut file. I'm actually going to cut the pot off so that it's just this poinsettia. Now this poinsettia flower is a cut file from Paige and Paige Taylor Evans, and I will actually link all of the products that I'm using down below in the description so you can find them easily. So I'm going to use the reds in the for the poinsettia, and then I'm going to use the greens, probably these bright greens, for the leaves. And then I'm also playing along with my friends for acrylic stash busting. I'm going to be using this acrylic. It says Merry and Bright, and I think I got this in an Advent one year, like 2 years ago or something. I don't even remember who it was from, but it says Merry and Bright. Then I'm also going to be using these little hearts because I thought that they would go great with the pattern paper. These are from Color Cast Designs last year. And then I'm also going to be using these brown flowers, these wood veneer flowers from Color Cast Design as well. And that's kind of a wrap of everything that I'm going to be using. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I move all that stuff to the side for now. What I'm going to start working on is backing my cut file. So first I'm going to choose which of these red pieces of paper do I want to use in the flower part of my poinsettia. And I think I'm going to go with this one. It has a little bit of gold in it, and I think it'll be just perfect. So I grab that one, and then I'm deciding which green I want to use, and I'm going to go actually for a dark green for the leaves, and I grab that paper as well. So what I do, well, first of all, for this, okay, so I do start, what I do is I go on the back of the paper with the back of the, what is it called, cut file facing up. I trace around the edges, and then I cut a little bit inside of where I drew the pencil marks. And I'm doing this right now, but I do realize that I need something for the little pollen or berries or whatever you want to call these on the inside of this poinsettia. And I wanted to do yellow because if you look at real poinsettias, they do have like yellow, yellowness. That's what I can say in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another one of the Craft Consortium paper pads and grab some yellow paper. So you'll see that just here in a second. First, I wanted to go ahead and cut that out. Like I said, I cut right inside of the line to make it. So, oh, here we go. So I'm going to use that little yellow piece. You can see here that I am doing the same technique. I'm going to cut around trace around those little berries, and then I'm going to cut it out. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it down to the back of the cut file. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and add my glue, and then I'm going to add my little berries. And then you can see there that they are right there and ready to go. And so I'm going to go ahead and add the red, and now I'm going to go off screen and do the rest of the cut file so you don't have to watch me. It's the same technique. So there we go. Everything is all glued down and ready to be on my page. So I am going to bring back in that wood grain, that frosted wood grain. I'm going to add that to my layout. I'm going to grab my photos. I am going to cut them apart. So there we go. And I'm going to add them down here towards the bottom. I do go lots of places with this title, but I'm going to go in the upper right corner of the page where it looks like you can't see it very well, but it does pop off the page because it is that silvery color, almost like chrome. And here is where I'm going to add these little wood veneer flowers. I'm going to add them in 3 places, to the lower right of my photos, to the upper right of my photos, and then 2 to the title. I am playing around with some little leaf sprigs, but those are not going to make the cut. It got to looking like too much wood, so I do go ahead and take those off. I tried to add these other sprigs as well, or these little berries, and I decided not to do those as well. So here's where I'm going to go ahead and take those off the page. Now I'm grabbing these acrylic pieces from Colorcast Designs, and I'm going to add them in 4 places, kind of, because 2 of those hearts are going to go with the title. So next, I'm going to go ahead and put that stuff away. And then, what's happening next? Apparently I disappear. Okay, so I'm starting to grab some other stuff that I want to go on this layout. I'm going to grab 2 shimmers, one in a green and one in a red. I will have those linked down below. I do grab some white buttons, but I do wind up, like, I find these little glass beads that I like. So I decide to go with some wood buttons instead. I'm going to use the dark wood buttons to make them pop off the screen. I did go off camera and I glued down everything I have so far. And then here's where I'm going to add some buttons. I'm going to grab 3 of dark buttons to add to each little cluster area. And here we go. I will add those off camera, also with my art glitter glue. Then I'm going to grab these beads and I'm going to use the pinch method, as I like to call it, where I just pinch some and then let them drop on the page. These are really rolly because they're beads, so it's kind of hard to do that, but I make it work. So I go off screen and I glue those down, and now I'm going to go ahead and add my splatters. I'm going to start with some green here. I'm not sure which green I'm using, so I will have it linked below for you. That way you know for sure which one it is. And just adding lots of splatters. That's one thing that I like. I'm pretty sure these are both vibes, and that's what I like about them, is because you can just use the nozzle to add the splatters and you don't have to grab a paintbrush and then wash your paintbrush and yeah, all that fun stuff. So just grab the bottle, use the nozzle, get splatters everywhere. I decided I wanted some more over here in this merry and bright area of the green. And then that's my layout. So I will have everything linked below for you if you would like to find this easily. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would love to have you come back and join me on my crafty journey. Thank you so much for watching today. Until next time.